Ghosts of Hawaii, you know who. Obviously, whenever you get to watch this, the video that is, this video, and you see the title, it's pretty much going into what happened at Tantalus. And it was a mixed bag of emotions for me. And so it took a while to even do this video about it. After I did my meetup before we went up to Spooky Lot, I had done several videos for it. But when I went back recently after I done the videos and I had reviewed it, um, some of the stuff was just not there anymore. Brenda, good to see you. Aloha. Thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. So anyway, I thank you for the like. I appreciate those. When we got to Tantalus, the one thing I remember. Ozzy, it's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. The one thing I remember is that it was so cold. I mean, for those of you that live in other parts of the world in the US, whether that's like say in the 60s, lower 60s or upper 50s, may not seem that cold, but because I live where I live. Patricia Addison, it's good to see you. Hello. I have all the good people with me tonight. Thank you for being here, Patricia. It's been a while, my friend. Tuffy Ukulele is here as well. Yeah, you made it. Um, Thanks for the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. It was a hard video to make. Tantalus is a hard place to do an investigation. It kind of frustrates me that I can't film because I can film, but I can't do live, right? If I did a live stream, it would have been a lot better. Tell you the truth, the live streaming would have been better. But because there was no ability to do it, it was a bit frustrating. And for some reason, Tantalus kind of almost immediately started to drain me. Like really, really drained me. And I did several videos, but for the most part, I don't know why. I have for those of you that follow my channel, I have a full spectrum, yeah. And I turn it on and I film with it. I did film full spectrum, and I went to go check on it, my video, like I was trying to say earlier. And well, with that side of it, all of it was just gone. I have no idea how. Because if we live in the modern age, right? So if you're gonna do a video, you click a button that says you're recording. You're absolutely recording, right? So I went back to check on it. None of it was there. None of it was available. It got me so frustrated that I got rid of a lot of my videos on my full spectrum. It just got me that mad. But we were there, and I can tell you for sure that that night that we were up at Tantalus, it's one of those places here in Hawaii. We say no miss. That place, no miss. Tantalus never misses. It'll always produce something. Like I have a video that I'm gonna put up there for you folks to look at. I'm sitting in the dark, and in the video, I think you'll be able to see in there's like two of those videos. You'll be able to see that I'm using a full spectrum camera. I'm filming on the one I'm talking to you right now, which is not full spectrum. It's my phone, and you see me filming on full spectrum. And in one of those videos, it was really interesting because I caught a voice saying, "Hey," something like that. I was like, "Whoa." Because my friend was running their spirit box, but this was a distinct voice separated from the spirit box itself. If you know what I'm saying, you can just there's a distinction to be made between the two. And I heard this very loud "hey," and I was like, "Wow!" I have notes. I'll probably do. Oh, by the way, guys, this is coming Saturday, and another reason why I decided to pop up on the video live streaming tonight is my interview with Mace Minakawa, former police officer for HPD, and he's going to share with us some paranormal stuff. But I was my thanks to Mace and my other friend Kaleo for being there because having a good support system, I wanted to say, backtracking a little bit more, was pertinent to all the weirdness that was going on. And as an example, when I heard the voice say, "Hey," that startled me. It's interesting when you have like that perfect work flow with the other people because they were able to help me out with that too. But the scariest thing that I heard, and you can probably put on your headphones when you watch those two video clips, which is the only thing I was really managed to say besides my haunted doll. When you listen to that video, listen to these sounds that I go whoa, and I get like thrown off by. What they sounded like was two very large hands slapping the road or hitting it, like punching the road. That's exactly what it was like. Like something very large manifested on the road in the dark and created that. And I was like blown away by it. Because, like I said, there's some places where it's always going to have something. Always. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again for the likes and everything, too. And that's a typical example of me experiencing things. And there's always something that jumps down from the trees, it lands on the road, and it moves around, and it just throws you off because you really feel like the tables have been turned on you in a split second. And that's exactly what it felt like. Really large fists hitting the road. Like something was there and it was punching it, and it startled me. Absolutely startled me. That and a voice that said, "Hey." I have a list of other things that happen via spirit box messages. So probably if you folks tune in this Saturday, right? You tune in this Saturday, 8 o'clock Hawaii time, from my interview with Mace, who was with me that night, and I'll go over some of the notes that I have. I know he probably has some notes, and we will put all of this together for everyone. California here, love your channel. Well, Fu, thank you so much. You know what? I love all of um, the feedback that people have been giving me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, there's going to be an interview. We're going to be doing a talk in the dark. I'm glad that people are catching on to what a talk in the dark means. We're sitting in the dark. We have no distractions. It's like the campfire goes out and you're still telling the ghost story, right? It's the same vibe. It's the same connection. So I don't like distractions when I talk. So this is why I do a talk in the dark. I do it for my interviews, but I also do things that are live as well. So we're already planning and by the way, in case you're wondering, we're planning the next live events already. A once a month meetup with the investigators from Ghosts of Hawaii, a small group of people, which works a lot better at times. And we will be doing what I would like to do is to continue what I did with Pearl City High School with the screaming ghosts and everything. I'd like to do the initial investigation and then have people give me feedback and tell me what they felt was going on that night. Because some places uh, the evidence is extraordinary, and I want to continue to collect that evidence for you folks so you can experience it. So far, a lot of it has been audio, like the one I'm going to be posting as well for Tantalus is audio evidence. But I also like to, collect other type of evidence as well. So I'll see if I'll be able to do that. And if you want to get a better understanding of Tantalus and my investigations at Tantalus, feel free to go through my video library and you'll find one when I brought up Melissa, the haunted doll, the one the eyes move and everything. I know I said it a few times in the past, but go watch that. That'll give you kind of give you an idea, a nice comparison between the weirdness of that night and the weirdness of when I did Tantalus. And I had to reach out to you folks. And I had to say something because, I'm not that type of person that breaks promises or anything. And I was just so mad that all this other stuff that I did with a camera that produces great evidence wasn't working. So even when you're in a haunted place and you're videotaping, you go back and you go to check your evidence and there's no video, guess what? That's evidence. Something messed with my camera. And does this merit a second investigation up there? Yeah, but I'll take my time. Pearl City taught me a great lesson when I went to Pearl City High School and we were doing our investigation there. That taught me a big lesson, yeah. That you don't rush back in for part two. You do not rush back in. You kind of like recuperate, you know, take deep breaths and just be happy that you're back in the light and I could sit down and talk with everybody about our experiences and such. But I am looking forward to this Saturday. Remember that, guys. 8 o'clock p.m. Hawaii time. My interview with Mace Minakawa. And we will be talking about what law enforcement or individuals in law enforcement encounter at night or whenever the case may be. This will be a good sampling of that. And if anything, I hope that it will create a better sense of a well rounded sense of respect for what officers have to deal with because they have dealt with some crazy stuff. This is what you do, right? If you're working night shift, you go out there and things happen. So look forward to that. That's coming up this Saturday. And then at some point in time, I'm having another officer come on and they'll share their experiences as well. But yeah, can't wait for the next meetup. And the good thing is, it'll be a place where I have Wi Fi. And I'll be able to have you folks, for those of you that like my channel and like the vibe and everything that I've been doing, you guys get to play tag along. You guys got the best seat in the house anyway. That's what YouTube provides is the best seat, front row seat of watching investigations. Whether or not the evidence is big or small, it's still a place that is known to be haunted. And that's the drive for me to go to these places is to get a glimpse of what everyone else is talking about. So, but my apologies, guys. My apologies. I feel bad, but I couldn't post much if there wasn't much to post. And I had to get over my frustration, which took me a while because, man, I did do, I thought with my full spectrum I may have gotten something. May have, but that is no longer there. You love to tag along live streams? Yeah, come along. We'll go live. We will hang out. We will do things. I'll get a little bit of a taste also of what you folks feel is important to go on with live streams and stuff. Because most of my solo stuff that is live, whew, I'll put it to you this way. Some of the solo stuff that I did live, man versus ghost, I mean, man, camera, ghost as an example, um, takes a long time to recuperate from. Spirit energy and its effects can linger. That's why, when people tell me my house is haunted, things are moving around, I'm hearing voices and everything. The most important thing when people come to you to troubleshoot, you need to have an understanding where their mindset is at. Are you being even more affected than what you're saying? Because there might be details that are missing. Same thing happens in investigations. We got to constantly communicate the right way with each other, making sure we're not skipping a beat, we're not missing anything. And these are really, really big things. And I just feel like I lost out on a big moment last time. It's a short video this time, folks. Thank you so much for watching. And the reason why it's short is first and foremost to let you know I will be posting one or two of the Tantalus investigations tomorrow. I just got through speaking with Mace Minakawa, and Mace Minakawa is definitely on board for his Saturday night interview. I'll probably be starting at 8 o'clock. If it does come on earlier, I'll modify it a bit, but probably about 8 o'clock in the evening, probably about an hour or so, we will sit down and we will talk about his experiences. And it's good too because some of it cross references into the work that I do with him as well. So we get to share a whole bunch of stuff. Look forward to that, okay, guys? Look forward to that. And then, of course, we are rolling into the end of March. So Ghosts of Hawaii reboots with a couple of surprise live streams, like the ones that you hear right now, and also that monthly get together where we will investigate places and try to do it in a way that's very realistic, doesn't feel edited at all. You're actually sitting there, and if something happens, it's happening in front of your eyes as well as ours, right there on the spot. That's what my channel offers all of you. And if you like stuff like that, let your friends know, let your family know that I know I'm not the first, but I will definitely put my all into it and keep it as interesting as I can for all of you. Thank you, Tuffy Ukulele. I'm so excited about this weekend. One of my greatest fortes is doing the interviews and getting a nice understanding of what we have in common when we experience the unknown, and also the things that make us different. So that's one of the greatest things for me to share with you. And also, before I sign off for tonight, go ahead again and check out my video libraries. There are other interviews as well. Some of them really just freak me out. I'm going to say it again. Go listen to A Haunting in Kalama Valley. And that one, and when I interviewed Dee Momolani, her experiences in haunted Japan and the type of scary Japanese ghosts that she experienced. My friend who passed away, I have his interviews, kawaii ghost stories, scary kawaii ghost stories, and ghost stories from Old Pali Road, not Drive, Old Pali Road. These are just some of the samplings. Faye Okamoto, Joe Punohu, now Mace Minakawa. Check it out. I think that there's something there for everyone, depending on what you feel ghosts really are. And that's what this channel tries to develop, is a nice sense of what ghosts are. Ghosts in Japan. If you Tuffy Ukulele, if you look around and my channel, you'll find ghostly encounters from Japan. I had another woman that was on years ago. We did Okinawa, and she was talking about the bases in Okinawa as well. Again, with military bases being very predominantly haunted, and a lot of stories that are coming out of these bases and stuff too. So there's a couple of those. There really is a couple of interesting. I try to be very diverse as far as like even putting in some Hawaiian cultural spirits and spirituality too and stuff. Are you going to Japan on Monday? Well, go check it out. Go look for, if you like, just type in Dean Momolani, ghost encounters or something in Japan. Her stories are scary. She describes things that look very much like The Grudge in some of the stories. Like the second, she was so good. I gave her two interviews. Second interview, she talked about this woman that was on the second floor of a hospital, and what she saw outside of her window was pretty damn the I don't know, goosebumps. What do you call it? Chicken skin? Worse than chicken skin? Check that out. Check out those stories. There's some crazy stories in that. Uh, I just love doing the interviews. And also, before I go ahead and get ready for this weekend, just to let you folks know, once again, I do check my emails. If you folks would like to share a story, you don't have to come on my show. You can share me a story, and if you want, I'll read it on my channel for you. Or if you want to be on my show, even, it's not a problem at all. There's ways to do it. You can contact me if you just want to share stories or any type of anything else besides comment section. You can contact me at obakihunter51 at gmail.com. That's all lowercase letters, OBAKEHUN, as in nickel, TER, 51 at gmail.com. Stop on by. I like hearing from you here. I like hearing from you in my emails. And feel free to share. I remember I did a show once. My most popular video has to do with screams, ghostly screams in the H1 tunnel. And I actually took their encounters that people wrote, and I made it into an entire show, because that's how many freaking encounters people have wrote about. They automatically connected with a paranormal hotspot, and I'm glad when that happens. We need to find common ground. But yeah, leave me anything you want to leave me. You also want to see what I'm doing. I leave things every now and again on Facebook. You can find me on there. Look for Ghosts of Hawaii, hosted by Obaki Hunter. Feel free to join if you like as well. I post shows up there. Fantastic group of people that share their experiences as well. And I think you might like it. It's a little corner where we can celebrate all things spooky together. And with that said, everyone, thank you so much again for being here. Thank you for the likes. I truly appreciate it. Look forward to it, guys. This Saturday, we are going to rock and roll in the dark. And that to me is everything, especially if you're along to hear the stories and share your ideas as well. Feel free to always talk amongst yourselves when I'm doing a show too. If I don't get to you right away, just tell me, hey, before you go, and I'll pause and I'll listen to what you have to tell me. But usually I'm very much so engaged in the conversation with my guests. So I look forward to all of this, guys. And it's such a pleasure, a true, sincere pleasure to have you folks come by and find this very interesting. It makes the world of difference to me. And I love you all. You guys rock. You guys really do. My mods, new people coming in saying, hey, first time, or hey, I love your channel. It's starting to get places, guys. I think we're looking at 2,900 something subscribers. We're heading into the 3,000 mark. And yeah, that's why I said if you let people know, it's greatly appreciated. The more the merrier, right? Ghosts of Hawaii, everyone. You're home for a dose of ghosts. And this Saturday, the invite is given to you again. Stop on by, 8 o'clock, Mace Minakawa. Fantastic guest, great paranormal investigator. I'm sure you'll find something within our conversation that will make you smile. Until next time, everyone. Aloha. Good night.